Hello everyone, I'm Reiki Master Sharon, and tonight I'm going to try to do the Divine Masculine reading. So we're going to go through the 7 main chakra centers, starting with the crown chakra, going down to the root chakra. So Spirit, what do we have? Okay, for the crown chakra, we have King of Cups, emotionally balanced, 7 of Pentacles, steady progress, worry, and delays. Cautious and powerful, soulful and mysterious. So what I'm getting from these 2 cards together is that right now, masculines, you may be feeling some emotions that are coming up. There may be like something that you're worried about in your life. You may be feeling some kind of delays. I'm drawn to the butterflies in this 7 of Pentacles card, and I do believe that this is speaking to a lot of transformation that you may be enduring at this time. And it may, what it's feeling like is that it's more progress, it's more transformation, it's more growth than you're used to. But I think that's why there's this energy of being cautious with your emotions. I think these emotions are probably something that are kind of, I don't want to say new to you, but what the aspect that's new is the way that you're processing them. It's different from the way that you may have processed them before in the past. Okay, so let's move on to the third eye chakra of the masculines. All right, Spirit, what do you have for the third eye chakra of the masculines at this time? What guidance do they need? What do they need to know about this transformation to stop them from worrying? High Priestess, spiritual knowledge, reflection, intuition, hidden secrets. Page of Wands, risk taker, ambitious vision, spontaneous endeavor. So I feel like at this time, Spirit is really urging you to learn more about your spiritual nature and to reflect on the emotions that you've been having. And don't allow your fear to stop you from being ambitious and knowing that you're capable of doing many things, and that it's okay to take risks sometimes. And sometimes when you do that, like I was telling the feminines, sometimes you have to keep some of your moves quiet to other people who may have a lack mentality or ulterior motives from what you see being part of your spiritual path, and doing it anyway. Because at the end of the day, it's you and Spirit. And if Spirit is calling you to do something, then listen to that intuition and see how God works in your life. Because, like I said, the Spirit of God works outside of the laws of cause and effect. And when you take that leap of faith and you trust, then you get to see some truly beautiful miracles happen in your life. So don't allow your fear to hold you back from experiencing what's meant for you. Okay, so we have the throat chakra, we have temperance, balance and patience, self-control, higher learning. So this is going back to the High Priestess card with the spiritual knowledge. I think Spirit is really calling you to learn more about the nature of spirit and gain a sense of self-control by learning more about the nature of things. You know, they say with great power comes great responsibility, and sometimes you have to learn how to be self-disciplined and make conscious efforts, because when you make decisions out of an unconscious place of being, then that allows for things to happen in your life that you may not necessarily want to happen in your life. But I do see with temperance being in the throat chakra that you're starting to get a balance between this fiery passion that you're feeling and all of these emotions that you're feeling. And it may be that it could take some time to actually get a hold on these new mindsets or abilities that you're experiencing. Okay, so we're going to go into the heart chakra of the masculines. What do we have for the heart chakra of the masculines at this time? Almost had one. Flipped back over. See if it comes back out. There we go. Ace of Wands. Passionate start, divine spark, primal energy. So I do feel that your heart right now is feeling a lot of passionate emotions, and you've gone through a sense of a spiritual awakening. But there's just all of this primal energy that you're still trying to differentiate between your higher self and your animal nature. And it could be because you have kind of been in this sense of, I want to say, like being malnutritioned in a sense, or kind of like if you were to think of spirituality as a food, right? You have been scraping for crumbs, and now you're being opened up to have more of a variety of food that is being presented to you. And at this time, it could be a little bit overwhelming. But I'm looking at the 10 of Cups that I just turned over, but you're learning emotional intelligence, emotional wisdom, and that is going to bring you a sense of contentment and happiness. Okay? So, what's going on in the solar plexus of the masculines at this time? We have 3 of Cups, celebration, friendships, abundance, community. What else do we have here? Judgment, karmic lessons, resurrection, spiritual awakening. So there you have it. You've been going through this sense of spiritual awakening, which this won't be your last one. And many people have many awakenings on different levels, but right now you're coming to a point where you're learning from a karmic lesson. You're learning how to really move away from things that were hurting you. And when you do that, then you'll be able to step into this abundance, and it's going to bring you a new community of people that are going to be supportive and loving, and you're going to have balanced and harmonious relationships, even in a platonic sense, because you're when you embrace your true authentic self and you start expressing it, it's going to start bringing in the people who are truly meant for you, and you're going to experience community on a level that you haven't experienced before. You're going to experience people who actually have good intentions for you, instead of people who are just using you for what they can get from you. And I think that's a very beautiful thing. So don't be afraid to move past these dynamics that are keeping you stuck, because Spirit is calling for a resurrection for you at this time. So what's going on in the sacral chakra of the masculines with all this primal energy? What do we have for the sacral chakra of the masculines at this time? For this masculine coming through an awakening. Okay, there we go. Knight of Swords, quick decision, unstoppable force. So I believe right now I'm drawn to the orange, which is also referring to the sacral chakra, but this has to do with creation. Your mind is focused on bringing something into your reality, and your mindfulness is creating this reality that you are wishing to experience, and it's an unstoppable force. This, when people say things like pray without ceasing, that's exactly what this energy is. It's something that's constantly on your mind. You can't stop thinking about it because you want it so bad. And that is praying without ceasing. It's your mind is creating a reality that you wish to experience, and it's unstoppable. You can't stop it. It's judgment. It's something higher than you that is coming in and making it happen for you. So be very mindful of the things that you're thinking, because the way that you're thinking about them is how they're going to show up in your reality. So be very mindful not to be thinking things in a negative light, and try to think about them in a way that you would want them to unfold instead of how you wouldn't want them to unfold. Okay, because your mind is a very, 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 very powerful thing, and you may not understand fully what I'm saying in this regard, but I'm going to try. So, if the mind is all, and the all is mind, and the all is the creator, and the creator is a creative force, it's God. It's what has created everything and will continue to create everything. It is always creating. So, if God is not a physical being, but an energy of a mind, a mindfulness, then everything that it creates is from the mind and not from a physical body. And when you realize that, then you realize how very powerful your mind is. Because God is always going to strive to give you what you want. And the things that you are constantly thinking about and feeling are the things that you're telling God that you want. So keep that in mind, please. Okay? So we're going to go on to the root chakra of the masculines. We have the Fool, free will, fresh start, impulsive, jumping off the ledge, going into the water, starting something new. It's time for a change, because the way that you had been living before was not fulfilling. And there were things in your life that were very detrimental to your health and your well-being. And I hope that this means that you are taking that leap of faith, because that's what Spirit is calling for you to do at this time. Let's see what else the universe has to say. If there's anything else in the other messages that the universe has for you at this time. Spirit, is there anything else that the masculines need to know at this time? We have here breaking karmic bonds, protect your energy. Scorpio, Scorpion. So Scorpio energy has a lot to do with death and rebirth. You're breaking karmic bonds at this time, and Spirit wants you to know that it's very important for you to protect your energy, protect who you're letting into your intimate circles of being. Is there any other messages that you have? Is there anything else that the masculine needs to know? Plant a seed. So this is a seed that I feel is coming through in the Divine Feminine reading. And that seed that was planted is growing. You're growing. You've been in this dark place, and you're starting to come up from the dirt and sprout. And just as a sprouting plant is very fragile and needs to be protected from the elements, so do you at this time. And be aware of being out of alignment. You did have temperance that showed up, so I do feel like this may be coming more back into balance. But what I keep hearing is that Spirit wants you to know that it's important for you to learn how to maintain your balance. Not that you don't know how to, but that you're still learning how to stabilize it. And we have depression and meditation in the reverse. So if you're feeling depressed, I think what Spirit is calling for you to do at this time is to quiet your mind and try to do a form of meditation and sit down in a quiet place away from everyone else and just do some diaphragmatic breathing and focus on your breath. Focus on it entering your body and leaving your body, and bring yourself back to the present moment. Even if you have to repeat a mantra in your head as you do it, you can say something like, I am safe in this present moment, and just repeat that in your head. And if a thought comes to mind, acknowledge it and let it go. Don't beat yourself up if you can't control the quieting of your mind right away, because there's going to be things that come in and out of your mind as you're doing this process, especially if you're not very familiar with meditating, and it is perfectly okay for those thoughts to be there. But the main goal of meditation is just to allow yourself to be here in the present and not worried about the past or the future. Just for a few moments to help you to get a better sense of grounding so that you can make better decisions going forward. Okay? So that is what I have for you today, masculines. I really hope that I am able to share this video, this reading with you today, because this is like the third time that I've recorded this video. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. And if you liked this video, I would love for you to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And we'll see you next time.